When you dig into your garden and find no earthworms, especially in areas with clay-heavy soil, that's not just a coincidence, it's a red flag. Earthworms are nature's soil engineers, aerating the ground, improving structure, and enriching fertility with their castings. But in compacted, sticky, lifeless clay, they simply don't stick around. At Soil Doctor, we believe that understanding what drives them away and what brings them back is essential for anyone trying to build truly healthy soil. The number one reason earthworms dislike clay soil is poor aeration. Clay particles are tiny and densely packed, which means water struggles to drain and air doesn't move freely through the soil. Earthworms breathe through their skin, and when soil is waterlogged or airless, they can suffocate. This lack of oxygen creates anaerobic conditions that discourage not just worms, but also beneficial microbes that support the soil food web. Without oxygen, nothing thrives below the surface. Compaction is another serious issue. Clay soils tend to become rock-hard when dry and sticky when wet, which makes them almost impossible for earthworms to burrow through. Movement is critical for earthworms to find food, reproduce, and create those valuable tunnels that aerate the soil. In hard-packed clay, they encounter physical resistance at every turn. For these soil dwellers, clay is like living inside a cement wall. Food scarcity is also a factor. Clay soil is often low in organic matter, the very thing that earthworms depend on for nourishment. So, decomposing plant material, compost, and microbial life, these are really the foundation of what earthworms eat. Without enough organic inputs, the underground food supply just kind of dries up. And in lifeless, overworked clay, earthworms really have little reason to stick around, let alone thrive. Finally, there's the issue of pH. A lot of clay soils are naturally acidic, especially in places with heavy rainfall, or where synthetic fertilizers are used. Earthworms actually prefer neutral to slightly alkaline conditions. An imbalanced pH doesn't just affect the health of earthworms, it also reduces microbial activity, which in turn further depletes the food web down there. Thankfully, there's a clear path to fixing this. The first and most important step is adding organic matter. Well-rotted compost, leaf mold, and aged manure introduce nutrients, feed microbes, and start loosening the dense structure of clay. As this material breaks down, it creates micropassages for air and water, and earthworms begin to return. Improving drainage is just as important. Incorporating gypsum helps break up clay particles without disturbing pH levels. This mineral amendment encourages soil aggregation and better water movement. And, for more dramatic improvements, small amounts of lava rock or perlite can be added to help hold air and moisture in better balance. If soil tests show high acidity, applying lime can help bring the pH closer to neutral, making conditions more worm-friendly. And don't underestimate the power of mulch. A thick layer of shredded leaves, straw, or grass clippings slowly decomposes, feeding worms at the surface while keeping the soil cool and moist. Fixing clay soil isn't a one-time project, it's a gradual transformation. But the moment you start seeing earthworms return, you'll know your efforts are working. If you found this guide useful and want more practical, soil-smart advice, subscribe to Soil Doctor and share this video with your fellow growers. Let's rebuild the soil, one worm at a time.